The air in Manila hangs heavy tonight, thick with the scent of street food and the threat of rain. It's October 6th, 2025, and the city pulses with energy. From my hotel balcony, I watch headlights streaming along EDSA, a river of red and white. Sirens wail in the distance, headlines flash. Typhoon Carding 2 threatens Luzon, stock exchange hits record high. This is a city of extremes. Immense wealth beside poverty, natural beauty clashing with urban chaos. Down below, jeepneys jostle with SUVs, vendors call out, and the city's rhythm is relentless. I came to cover the APEC summit, but the real story isn't in press briefings. It's in the voices of the people, in the language they use to navigate this vibrant world. Manila gets under your skin, my producer warned me. She was right. The city feels on the verge of something: breakthrough, disaster, celebration. The real story began the moment I stepped out of the airport and into Manila's humid embrace. The airport doors slid open and the tropical heat hit me like a wave. A young official greeted me, not with hesitant English, but with confident, clear words. "Good evening, sir. Welcome to the Philippines." My assumptions were already unraveling. The taxi driver, Mang Rene, navigated traffic with ease, switching between English and Tagalog, joking and explaining the city's sights. "You are from CNN? I watch you. I like your show." At the hotel, the staff's English was natural, warm, and personal. Not rehearsed, but genuine. "Mr. Cooper, we've been expecting you. Please let us know if you need anything." Every encounter felt like a welcome home. In just hours, my notions of English as a mere business tool were shattered. Here, English was woven into daily life, spoken with comfort and ease. To understand the Philippines, I realized, I had to understand its unique relationship with English. It wasn't just a second language, it was part of the national identity. And it was everywhere. To understand why English is so deeply rooted here, you have to look back to 1898, when the Americans arrived. The U.S. established a public education system with English as the medium of instruction, a tool to unify a nation of many languages. The Thomasites, 500 American teachers, spread across the islands, teaching not just language, but culture and opportunity. English became the language of government, law, and commerce, a key to social mobility. Over time, Filipinos didn't just accept English, they adapted and made it their own. Today, English is an official language used in universities, courts, and business. The American legacy is no longer about colonial rule. It's a linguistic inheritance, now thoroughly Filipino. To understand Filipino English, I left the summit's polished halls for the city's vibrant streets. In a Quezon City market, vendors called out, "Sir, fresh catch, best in the market." While a teenager explained, "That's durian, sir. Smells like hell, tastes like heaven." On a jeepney, passengers mixed Tagalog and English. "Bayad po," and "Para, boss." The driver called out stops in English for my benefit. Communication was practical. Any word that worked was the right word. At a call center, agents spoke with practiced American and British accents to customers abroad, but during breaks they switched to a lively mix of English and Tagalog. "Grabe, my last caller was so irate." "Don't worry, it's almost lunch break. Let's go eat at Jollibee." English wasn't reserved for formalities. It was part of haggling, navigating, and unwinding. It coexisted with local languages, constantly evolving. This wasn't textbook English, it was alive, shaped by the needs and creativity of the people. In every corner of daily life, English was a tool for connection. It was a language that worked for Filipinos in every aspect of their lives. The blend was seamless, practical, and uniquely theirs. Here, language was about making yourself understood, not about perfection. And that made all the difference. The more time I spent here, the more I heard Taglish, a fluid, creative blend of English and Tagalog. "Let's go na," someone would say, or "I'm so goodum." Code switching happened mid-sentence, even mid-word. Taglish isn't just slang, it's a reflection of the Filipino psyche, a comfort with duality, a way to make foreign influences local. A sociology professor told me, Taglish is the language of the Filipino heart. We think in our native tongue, but English is for global ideas. Taglish bridges that gap. At a family gathering, a grandmother told stories in Tagalog, punctuated with English for emphasis. The children replied in the same hybrid language. Taglish isn't a phase. It's a stable, evolving form of communication. Media normalizes it. TV dramas, pop songs, billboards, so yummy, so sarap. And even news anchors switch to Taglish for informal segments. Taglish feels natural, contemporary, and distinctly Filipino. It's not broken English. It's a legitimate dialect, capturing the multicultural reality of modern life. It's a language of both heart and mind, and it's everywhere. English in the Philippines comes in a spectrum of accents, shaped by region, education, and exposure. The call center accent is carefully trained, neutral, Americanized, and a professional asset. But outside the office, the Filipino accent is musical, influenced by local languages. F becomes P, V becomes B, T becomes D or T, not errors, but features of a localized dialect. Accent can hint at education or social background, but it's also a marker of identity. Filipinos are masters of adaptability, switching from a thick regional accent with family to a clear international English with foreigners. This isn't about being fake. It's about effective communication. It's linguistic hospitality, meeting the listener halfway. Code switching between languages and accents is a remarkable skill. Here, language is a bridge, not a barrier. English isn't just for classrooms or boardrooms, it's woven into every part of life. At a Manila church, the pastor switched between English and Tagalog, making the message accessible to all. At a family dinner, parents encouraged their kids in Taglish. Finish your homework first, anak, then you can watch TV. English is seen as a tool for a better future. Parents invest in it early through cartoons, storybooks, and conversation. In business, English is king. Board meetings, presentations, and debates are all in English. You cannot succeed in business here without English, a young entrepreneur told me. It's the language of money, law, and opportunity. From worship to family to commerce, English is a constant presence. It's not just taught in school, it's a living language, expressing the most important aspects of life. English is fully embraced, woven into the nation's soul. A powerful truth emerged. Filipino fluency in English isn't about perfect grammar or accent. It's about connection, hospitality, and making others feel welcome. Strangers offered help in clear English, not to show off, but to assist. Mistakes were met with patience, not judgment. This forgiving environment makes Filipinos fearless English speakers, bold, willing to try, and eager to communicate. In classrooms, teachers encourage students to express ideas, not just get the words right. Don't be shy. The most important thing is to share your thoughts. English is a bridge, not a barrier, a language of hospitality, offered as a gift to visitors. From hotel clerks to market vendors, English is an audible smile, an extension of Filipino warmth. Once a tool of colonial power, it's now an instrument of grace and connection. English helps make a country of 7,000 islands feel like home. As my assignment ends, I realize the real story isn't about politics or economics. It's about the Filipino people's linguistic journey. They've taken English, a colonial relic, and made it their own, infused with culture, cadence, and warmth. English here isn't a force of assimilation, but a tool for expressing a unique identity. Filipinos excel globally, using English to connect, build bridges, and share their renowned hospitality. They didn't just learn English, they embraced it and made it sing with their own voice. I remember Mang Rene, the market vendor, the call center agents, all showing a fluency that's social and emotional. Language here is about connection, inclusion, and care. As my plane takes off, I see Manila's lights, a city of contrasts, resilience, and triumph. The real surprise isn't just how many speak English, but what they've done with it. They've transformed it into a language of the heart, a powerful expression of the Filipino spirit.